Alright, so today we're going to be talking about the importance of your position in a squat and what is an effective and safe squat.
So we're just going to go through a couple of quick examples. This is not a how-to video. Everyone has different limb lengths, strength, flexibility, and mobility. Some of these things we can change, some of the things we can't. So we're just going to be focusing on decreasing the risk of injury. So just looking at analyzing the squat here. So it's not going very deep here, so we're going to be trying to fix that with a couple of drills that we're going to run through to be able to improve that. But that's also going to have implications for the other areas that we're going to focus on for risk. So we're just going to go through that in the video here now. So we're just trying to get his knees to externally rotate a little bit more or open up a little bit more to get a little bit deeper. If you don't open up your knees far enough, then you tend to bend at your back to get lower in this squat, which is not what you're looking for because that's going to take extra load, so it's not going to be a safe and effective squat. So if we look at the original example here on the left, you can see that it's not very deep, it's not breaking parallel. However, the shin to back angle is in a safe position. So we're looking to have that quite parallel for it to be safe and effective, which is good. So it's good for this. It'll see when we go into the changes if it affects that a little bit more. So he's about to do his next set here, and we'll see the difference between the change that it slightly makes in that movement. So we're just focusing on two things here, your shin to back angle and externally rotating those knees for the safe squat position. There are a few other things we're going to go through in other videos. So if we look at the position here, he's getting to parallel now. However, the shin to back angle is in an unsafe position, so now we'd have to work on his ankle mobility and T-spine mobility to be able to get that angle back to parallel and in a safe and effective position to again just focus on decreasing that risk of injury. The rest of the reps here that he's going through, much better squat, and he actually says after this set that he actually feels it a lot more through his glutes, which is kind of what we're looking for with the squat. So we're just going to go through another example here. So this is going to be a Olympic grip front squat, so it's going to be a much more safe position. Someone who's got T-spine problems, mobility problems, this is going to be a great squat for them. So if you look at the angle here, breaking parallel, the shin to back angle is very safe, so the risk of injury is going to be very low in this kind of position. So again, the only other thing that we really look at a lot of the time is just going to be our external rotation of the knees here. So we're just looking at the difference here, so you can see the difference is quite large between the starting position and the bottom position on that squat. So again, the other thing that we're going to be looking at that you can't really see in these kind of views is lumbar flexion, so the flexion of the lower back, which is not what we're looking for. We're looking to minimize that as much as possible to be in a safe and effective position. We're going to go through that in one of the other videos that we're going to talk about, and that's kind of the butt wink kind of movement that people normally talk about when they're squatting. So we're going to be trying to avoid that at all costs.
So on the next video, we're just going to talk about the bar path as well in these movements.
So again, we're just trying to talk about minimizing the risk of injury in all of these movements, and that's what our goal is, minimizing the risk. So again, today we've just talked about the safe angles of the shin to back angle being parallel and pushing those knees out, externally rotating those to be in a safe and effective position as well. So if you need any help with any of your training, I'd highly recommend booking in for either a free functional assessment or a trial for small group training to be able to help you increase your performance in these kind of movements. As you can see, there's just normally a couple of small tweaks and you can make a world of difference and increase those results dramatically. And that's the entire point of small group training, to be able to maximize those results in the shortest possible time. So feel free to book in for one of those free trials.